StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? They all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flush to his right. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into a star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, he's definitely an or not.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got Sankey here, complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen off the play fake. He's going to walk one deep left side here. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Swipe, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Allen on third. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Detroit,
They'll try again
Detroit.
from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yards.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Complete out right to Jake Butt. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They toss to Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. For the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen again. And he fires one that's hit. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And nice. Work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Chargers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That they're
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful spin and room to run. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
So after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for on the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to...
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
On 3rd down, that's Robertson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Mullins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Gun! I got you!
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On play action, Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
right,
I
now,
remember
lucky
playing for a
56,
guy once. We were
lucky
down
56.
huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
Here we
who
go now.
cares? Let's
Make
get
it
out of
out.
here and do
39,
something some other
39.
time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Detroit!
It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
you.